Ladies and gentlemen, every man has a moment when his house feels too quiet. The world outside is loud, people talking, laughing, rushing around, but inside it's silent. He wakes up to an empty room, walks through a home that echoes, and sits at a table with no one there. Society looks at him and says, "He's lonely." They think he's missing something, that he's weak because no one's by his side. But I see it differently. I say this silence isn't emptiness, it's strength. It's not a sign he's lost, it's a chance to grow. When the noise fades, a man can hear himself, his thoughts, his heart, his power. This isn't just loneliness. It's the beginning of something bigger, something strong. People look at a man who's alone and think something's wrong. They say he's weak, broken, or missing out because he doesn't have someone with him. Society calls it a problem, like being alone is a curse. But what if it's not? What if being alone is a gift? It's not a punishment, it's a place where a man builds strength. Think about it, some of the greatest people in history, warriors who fought battles, thinkers who changed the world, leaders who stood tall, spent time alone. They didn't run from it. They didn't need crowds or noise to feel strong. They chose solitude not because they couldn't love or connect, but because they wanted to know themselves. In the quiet, away from everyone, they found their purpose. They grew tough, not soft. Solitude wasn't their weakness, it was their training ground. So when the world says being alone means you're less, remember this: it's not about what you don't have. It's about what you gain when you face the silence and come out stronger. When a man is alone, he can't hide from himself. There's no one else to talk to, no noise to cover up what's inside. He hears his own voice, his fears whispering, his doubts creeping in, his dreams calling out. It's just him facing it all. No one's there to hold him up or tell him he's okay, and that's where the real growth starts. In that quiet, he has to deal with the hard stuff. He asks, "Who am I? What do I want?" With no distractions, the truth comes clear. And in that stillness, something strong builds. He finds peace, not from a friend or a partner, but from something bigger, something deep inside. Maybe it's faith. Maybe it's his purpose. Whatever it is, it steadies him. He stops needing someone else to feel good. He learns he's enough, not because someone picked him, but because he picked himself. Solitude teaches him he's whole, not half a person waiting for someone to fix him. It's tough at first, sure, but it makes him strong in a way crowds never could. He grows aware of who he really is, and that awareness, it's unshakable. When a man walks this inner journey alone, he comes out knowing he can stand tall no matter what. When a man is alone, he can't run from himself. There's no one to talk to, no sounds to block out what's in his heart. He hears his own thoughts, his fears sneaking up, his doubts nagging, his dreams pushing him. It's just him facing everything. No one's there to lean on or say he's fine, and that's when he starts to grow. In that silence, he has to tackle the tough stuff. He wonders, who am I? What matters to me? With nothing to distract him, the answers come clear. And in that calm, he finds something strong. It's peace, not from a friend or lover, but from something deeper inside. Maybe it's faith. Maybe it's his reason for being. Whatever it is, it holds him steady. He stops waiting for someone to make him feel okay. He sees he's enough, not because someone else says so, but because he believes it. Solitude shows him he's whole, not a broken piece needing someone to complete him. It's hard at first, no doubt, but it builds a strength crowds can't give. He learns who he truly is, and that knowing, it can't be shaken. When a man takes this journey alone, he walks out taller, ready for anything. Imagine a man who walks alone. He's not sad or lost, he's got a fire in him. He's focused, sure of himself, ready for whatever comes. People might think he's lonely, but he's not. He's strong, standing tall with purpose. Life throws storms at him, hard times, tough days, but they don't break him. Opinions fly around, telling him he needs someone, but he doesn't bend. He's like a warrior up in the mountains, training where no one sees. Away from the noise, he builds his power. He doesn't run from being alone, he grabs it, uses it. In the quiet, he grows tough, not weak. The world looks at him and wonders, why isn't he chasing love? Why isn't he scared? They don't get it, but he doesn't care. He doesn't need their nods or their praise. He knows who he is. His strength isn't in dodging solitude, it's in facing it head-on. Every step he takes alone makes him steadier, sharper, braver. He's not waiting for someone to save him, he's already saved himself. Picture him, calm in the chaos, solid as a rock. He thrives where others crumble. The hidden places, the silent moments, that's where he's made. This man isn't shaken because he's learned to stand, not just alone but strong. Next time you're alone, don't be afraid. Don't try to escape it. Take it in, hold it close. Being alone isn't empty, it's a chance to grow. In that quiet, you'll find something strong, something the world can't hand you. It's a power that won't crack, a calm that won't fade. Use it to build yourself up. True strength isn't about hiding from solitude, it's about standing in it, firm and sure. A man who can face the silence isn't weak, he's unbreakable. So step into your journey, alone or not. Embrace it. You're not just standing, you're rising. And that makes you unstoppable.